So almost everybody has an excuse in their mind about why they can't do something. And they think in their head that there's often too many challenges, that I can't do this, that if I was to do this, it's not going to matter. If I pursue this thing, it's going to be too small for anybody to actually do anything about it. We have all number of different excuses, and they're all pretty typical how we are just simply saying, I can't do this. Um, and it's actually quite surprising, right? You ask somebody about any number of different things, um, about what they want to do and what they would like to do, and they'll almost always tell you that they can't for some reason. And you know, it could be that you're too old or too young or any number of different things. Um, but what you have to do, right? And this is the challenging thing, is to persuade yourself to do something completely irrational and stupid and silly, and that you can't do it and it doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to do it anyways. And this is like a persistent theme with what I actually talk about all of the time. Because in your mind, you sort of think about what the rational scenario is. And you know what? You're probably right. All of those things are probably right. They're probably legitimate excuses that people are nervous about, that they don't want to do. And nobody is going to, um, tell you otherwise, that those aren't legitimate and those are not real. Um, but, but here's the thing. Somebody at some point has done something similar to what you're thinking about. And it could be any number of ways that it's similar, but it's similar. Somebody has done it at some point. You name the area, right? Whether it's becoming an artist, whether it is becoming a musician, whether it is becoming an architect, a famous scientist, any number of different things. In your position, there's somebody that has done that, and you name the sort of thing that is holding you back. Whether it's somebody that's 70 years old, somebody's done it. They have done that and built something, and they're proud of it. And I want you to sort of think about that as you go about doing your day, and you sort of have these assumptions in your head you can't do it. Well, here's the thing. Um, if you simply persuade yourself, I'm going to do something crazy, and I'm not going to sort of abide by these rules in my head, which are completely true. All of them are true. But I'm going to do something crazy. And I'm going to figure out, how am I going to backtrack to do something crazy such that it doesn't matter that much. And I'm okay with that. So you want to become a musician, right? Well, then you figure out, okay, I'm just going to play in my room, and that's okay. And then one day I want you to think about, have a plan, how I'm going to play in front of one more person, and then I'm going to play in front of another person, and then I'm going to play in front of, eventually 10 people. And I want you to get into that sort of practice where you're thinking about things as like, yeah, none of this makes sense. It's silly. You might be a doctor, a physician, and you're thinking, why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. Well, because, right, there's no reason other than it's something that you would like to do. Go pursue those things, right? There's something that you thought in your head, that I can't do this because of some sort of excuse. Well, figure it out how you're going to test it. But then here's the thing, it's not a rational thing, right? Like, it's never going to be like, this is going to make sense. It's going to feel absolutely silly. The whole experience, you're going to feel really stupid, but you're going to get up and you're going to do it anyways. Find that particular thing that allows you to get up and do that thing every day, so that you just get practice with it and you get experience with it. I'm going to tell you, like you want to become an astronaut, or I don't know, you want to become an actress, chances are you're not going to become an actress like you think that you're going to become, right? You're not going to be, working at Warner Brothers or something like that, right? But but you sure as heck can be in the local play, or once you become in the local play and you get some practice there, you sure as heck can go on to something else and become, you know, a bigger player at another playhouse, and then you continue on, right? Like you keep pursuing where you thought it was completely improbable and insane in your mind, but after you do that and you get practice doing it and you repeatedly do it, it turns into something, right? And it may never be something that you can live off of, but isn't that more exciting in your head, right? Like, isn't that something? And then let's say you did it, right? And you hated it, but you got your itch out, right? You knew it wasn't for you. You're not going to do this thing ever again, and then you're going to think in your head, well, yeah, okay, I'm never going to do that again. Um, and I think like that's wonderful, right? And maybe this keeps happening. It's the same thing. You keep getting pulled back. You hate it. You try it again. You just repeatedly do it. And you try it again. You try it again, and you hate it and you hate it. Um, but isn't that kind of what life is about? Is this constant sort of struggle where you are trying to figure things out and you're pursuing things and you don't know what the right answer is, but you keep trying the thing that pulls you in a certain direction? That's generally it, right? Like there is no other thing that you can possibly do that's going to give you more joy than that sort of battle, that struggle against all odds, to the fact that you're actually making and doing something. And anybody that has ever made it, that has told you they've never had doubts, it was just like this constant pull, that's just a bunch of horse crap. The whole journey is a bunch of doubts. It's a bunch of, I don't know if I could do this. It's a bunch of, I want to give up at any given time, but I'm going to get up and I'm going to do this and I'm going to try. It's going to feel completely silly and irrational, and people are going to make fun of me and all of those things. But I'm going to get up and I'm going to try it. I'm going to go one day at a time until it actually happens. All right. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.